Hello and welcome to the Pink Grape. My name is Anthony Metzger. I'm a winemaker and certified sommelier. Here at the Pink Grape, I interview winemakers from all over the planet. I conduct my interviews via Skype and record them live to bring you face-to-face with winemakers from all over the world. So without further ado, please enjoy the show and be sure to subscribe. Thomas, welcome to the show, Wines of the World. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, my pleasure. So you're a winemaker from Germany. What part of Germany are you from?
Actually, it's called Franconia, and it's a very small region, but a very old region. And yeah, it's a little strange guy of the German wine country because we don't stick so much to the Riesling. We only make dry wines. We don't really make the sweet stuff people abroad know from Germany. So yeah, it's a little different here, and it's called Franconia. Yeah, we got approximately 6% of the German acreage of wine. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are kind of small. Well, Franconia, I was actually working as a winemaker in Nordheim, the village of Nordheim.
Yeah, this is kind of the center of the,
Yeah.
I mean, it's concentrated there. So
Sure.
if you see Nordheim, you think, oh man, Franconia's got to be tons of hectares of wines, but it isn't. It's only there. But it's actually really, really nice. A lot of tourists happen to come there and really enjoy their time. So this is nice to see living in a tourist region.
Well, like you said, it's really concentrated. I mean, like there's a lot of land and a lot of people, but the thing is that the vines are so concentrated because you do have a lot of those steep hills that Germany is known for, and you plant them on there, and then you got the little village and then surrounded by the vines, which is really cool. But you know, when I was in the Franconian region and when I was in Nordheim, I really saw how the German culture tied in with wine. Wine really played a big part in the German culture. Would you care to share with me how you perceive or tell us about wine culture in your region, in Germany?
Well, Germany is a little divided, not by the big wall anymore, but actually it is divided several times. And in the south, we don't have so much wine growing going on. We are in the state of Bavaria,
Yep.
So where the Oktoberfest thing goes on. And if you remember, on the Oktoberfest, there's no wine being served, or at least not really. And in the north, they don't have any wine stuff going on there neither. So we're in the lucky part of Germany. But the wine culture kind of concentrates. But
Sure.
as I said, it's developing. More and more people start to come visit us in the wine regions. And I think we've done our homework for that too. So it's developing.
Yep.
But wine doesn't play that major role that it has probably in France or in Spain, where people have wine for every meal.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, but it's not really very common.
Okay. There was one thing when I was over there that I noticed that I never knew about before I went to Germany, and that's that you guys have like a wine queen. And you have all like the wine princesses of the villages. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's kind of an odd thing, I would say. But actually, it works really, really nice. The wine princess, we have wine princesses and one wine queen of each region, and they compete to find out who's going to be the next German wine queen.
Sure.
So there's some competition, and it really has a big effect on the media. They really love this thing.
Yeah.
The princesses are just picked. Former times there were so many applicants, so they had to decide. But now you're really lucky to have one really well educated and nice, handsome girl that really presents your region right.
Sure.
And I think it's a good thing. People are talking about sexism, but I would say it would be sexism if the girls would not know anything about wine, if they were like on a big fair just being beautiful. But it's
Sure.
not only that. They really know stuff, and so I think it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool too, and well, like you said, it engages more people, and it's good for marketing. And is it? I think it's so. Each wine princess represents the village, a village in Germany within the wine region, and then they compete to become the wine queen of a region, and then ultimately the wine queen of Germany. And what
Yeah.
does the wine queen of Germany? If you become the wine queen of Germany, what's the privilege of that besides the cool title?
Well, it's not only the cool title, it's a lot of work, I would say.
Sure.
The work is to travel around the world, present wine, especially in Asia. Asians really appreciate having us, having these wine queen things. Oh, sorry, it's
No worries.
gone again. And so they really got to know. It's like being a sommelier.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
to take these courses and try to do tastings, to take part in tastings and stuff, and just get the nice message out there to whoever's open for that. I mean, not every you don't really reach the wine geeks with having a wine princess or wine queen, but you reach a really wide kind of consumer thing there. Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me too, how did you become a winemaker? How did you get into the industry of wine? Does your family own a winery, or do you own a winery, or how'd you get into it?
Yeah, that's usually the story in Germany. I mean, I was born into a wine family, but not really a professional wine family. Well, there's been wine growing going on in my hometown for more than 1,200 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been a very long time, and my family has had wine for I don't know, I'm the 12th generation or something. But my father was the first one to make it as a professional winemaker, to build up the winery and stuff. So I kind of was born in it, but not like in a big thing. There's this
Sure.
legendary wineries in Germany, but it's not like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, I was kind of born into it. And
Okay.
at first, if you grow up with something, you don't really appreciate it. And yeah, when you're like 14 or 15 and you've got to help in the vineyards, you've got
Yeah.
to help bottling and doing this and doing that, and you want to hang out with your friends. So yeah, it was not the first choice. But later on, I kind of understood the the cultural thing about wine and why makes people happy and stuff. So then I got interested, and I'm a technical guy, so wine is technical. Wine making, at least, is a
Yeah.
lot of me.
Very
And so
scientific.
it was interesting.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into it.
Have you traveled outside of Germany and made wine anywhere?
Yeah, first I was a little shy. I went to Pro Wine and I was looking around, and I just said, I'm gonna go to the guy that makes the best wine for me, and I found one. He's called Art. I can't tell it. It's a special Franconian thing. I can't say R.
Oh, okay.
Art. No. Yeah. They're from Carnuntum in Austria, and they make excellent red wines. I really enjoyed it on the Pro Wine, and so I said, man, are you looking for some interns? And they never had one, so I was the first.
Okay.
But later on, they had one since that.
Okay, sure. Nice.
It really worked out well for them too. And yeah, this was in 2010, I think. And yeah, so I kind of licked blood. And the next year, I went off to California to see how big scale winemaking
Oh, wow.
is made. This was really interesting too, but yeah, more for the personal attitude and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah,
So California and Austria.
yeah, actually, yeah.
And what would you say is different from, for example, California wine compared to the German wine that you make at your winery?
The structure is completely different. In Germany, the fields, the vineyards are owned by the wineries. Everything's owned by one person. Usually, of course, we have this big cellar facility, but I don't really say this is winemaking. Yeah, this is something different. But
Sure.
the structure is completely different, and everything is limited. So you can't just expand if you want. If you need, if you get your sales up, have good quality wine, you want to sell more. If you can produce more, you can get it from nowhere. So you're kind of limited. The growth is limited. Everything's limited.
All right, Thomas, we'll keep in touch.
We do.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
See ya. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of The Pink Grape. Make sure you check in next week, as I'll be releasing a new interview with a winemaker. If you have any questions that you would like me to ask a winemaker during any of my interviews, just reach out to me through my social media accounts, which you can find on my website, thepinkgrape.com. Make sure you check out my website this week, as I'll be releasing some really fun, interesting wine stories. Thank you, and please be sure to subscribe.